Welcome to Card Slayers. I'm the Cerebral Assassin, and with me is the General.
Hello, friends.
We're going to be playing a campaign game of Warhammer Champions, and I'll give it over to the General so he can give you the lowdown on the campaign.
So, Skarbrand, and his forces of chaos, the demonic horde, have descended upon these Sylvaneth woodland realms in an attempt to desecrate the woodlands in the name of the Blood God, and also with his allies, Papa Nurgle. However, within the onslaught and the starting invasion into the realms, the Aelf Deepkin, allies of the Sylvaneth horde, have come to basically decapitate the head before the head can strike the woodlands. Will the Aelf Deepkin stop Skarbrand in his tracks and route him back to the realm from whence he came with his demonic horde, or will Skarbrand desecrate the woodland forests and claim the realm for himself and the Chaos Gods?
Yes, for the Chaos Gods.
We shall see.
Alright, so we're going to go over our champions.
Yeah.
Starting with me, I have Skarbrand, I got Vile Poxbringer, I have Horticulous Climax, and I have Chaos Champion. Now, Skarbrand, he was FAQ'd to while you are at or below 15 health, it's now 10 health. Increase the damage from this champion's ability, so ability cards from him, by 3. Then we got Vile Poxbringer. He has a heroic attack, rotate a highlighted demon unit 1 step forward. Horticulous Climax was also FAQ'd at the start of your turn. It's now at the end of your turn. You may deploy a demon unit from your hand or deck onto this champion, and then shuffle your deck if that was used. Then over here I have the Chaos Champion. He's just your regular Joe. Over to the General.
And leading the Aelf Deepkin force, waiting to stop Skarbrand, is the Aspect of the Sea, followed by Lotan, a Lochian Prince, and another Lochian Prince. Now the Aspect of the Sea comes with a special rule, which is while this champion controls a spell, any highlighted enemy units opposite of him are dormant, which means they are inactive until the spell is removed from play and he is disengaged. Then we have Lotan. Lotan's like a Beastmaster type of character. While this champion controls a beast unit, increase the damage from highlighted elf units by 1. So long as he controls a beast on here, basically, he basically gives +1 damage to any elf units on these boxes here. Then we have a Lochian Prince, which means ignore any rend. So there's anything with a rend that may go through a shield or whatever, they will stop that rend. And another Lochian Prince, which does the same thing.
Alright, so I'm going to go over my blessings. For the Chaos, we have Chaos Runeblade. We also have Outrageous Carnage. And we have Unrivaled Battlelust. Or Unrivaled Battlelust, I apologize. Then we have Gaze of Nurgle. So with Chaos Runeblade, it has a heroic act, damage to your opponent on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th corner, and rotate this 1 step forward. So what happens is, when I do the heroic act, it's going to deal the 3, and then it rotates 1 step forward.
Brutal.
Yep. Then we have Outrageous Carnage. This does 4 damage to an opponent and remove highlighted units of, for example, if he is here, it will be here, here, and here. Ouch. Remove those units. Then we have Unrivaled Battlelust. That does 1 damage to myself, but it's going to increase damage done to your opponent from highlighted allies by the corner. So, for example, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th corner all have damage sides. If I have a creature here, a creature here, you know, here and here, their damage will increase by the sides of these 2nd, and 3rd, 4th corner, which is pretty hefty.
That's very hefty.
So over here we have finally Gaze of Nurgle. I can either gain 6 life or deal 6 damage to my opponent. And that's what I got.
Pretty brutal. I have Healing Storm, Leander's Last Lament, Order Unyielding, and Tides of Death. So Healing Storm, in the name, every corner I get some health points back. Leandra's Last Lament. Highlighted allied elf units in these 3 corners here. Reduced, cannot be removed. So if it's got any removed cards, you can't remove anything there. Reduced damage received from highlighted enemies opposite any highlighted allied elf units by 1. So if he tries to do any damage, I can reduce that by 1. This one is all on your leading is reduced damage received by enemies by the numbers here. So if he tries to damage me here, here, or here, I can basically reduce it by every corner here, which is kind of funny because we've got kind of like opposing cards here. Tied to Death. Corner 1, draw cards, so I draw 2 cards. Corner 2, deploy up to 2 elf units. Corner 4 or 3 is nothing. Corner 1, rotate highlighted units 1 step backwards. So that's really cool when I've got units here and they do damage, and I rotate them back and they do damage again, if that's possible. That's it.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get our blessings. We're going to go ahead and get these shuffled here.
Alright, I think I've done a good shuffle.
Alright, we'll go ahead and put them out. Get our champions.
Okay, let's go.
Let's get this game going. We'll go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yes! Got a 6.
Got a 4.
You know what? Oh, I would love you to go first, but I'm just hesitant of what you're going to do, so I'm going to go first. So I will place a Lothian prince, a prince of the Undersea, of the Deepkin, has come out to take out Skarbrand and his champions.
Alright. Well, I will see your Lothian prince. Yeah, we can use that. And we'll go with,
Indeed.
we will lay down Skarbrand here.
Oh, jeez.
And we will lay down...
I see you, Demonkin. I shall send you back to the realm from whence you came.
we will lay down the vile Poxbringer here.
Okay. Interesting. 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 Oh, damn you, sir. Alright, so I'm going to play the aspect of the sea. And I'm then going to place another Lothian prince.
Okay, from there I will place down Particulus Climax to face a Lothian prince, and then I'll put my lonely Chaos Champion here.
And Lotan will see your Chaos Champion and decapitate his head, hopefully.
Alright.
So I draw 4 and you draw your 5.
Yep.
I get to go first. So I've got my 4 cards.
Since we laid down our champions, we drew our cards. Let's go ahead and do life. I have a +4 with no negatives, so I'm going to go from 30 to 34.
I have a -1 and then no negatives, so I go from 30 to 29.
Alright, and first turn is over to the general.
Yep, I'm going to draw 2 cards and it's back to you.
Alright, so I will lay Blood Fury Wraithmonger here. What he does is he does damage on second and third, fourth, or first, second, and third corner. I do 1 damage to myself, and it has a last stand of remove a highlighted unit.
Nice.
So he does 2 points of damage. General already took that. I do 1 to myself, which also triggers Skarbrand, so he goes 1 step forward.
So every turn he does 1 point of damage to himself, but then does 2 to me. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then for my next action, I will do... let's do Fanatical Skull Fiend.
Ooh.
We'll throw him down here.
Okay.
Which I just played a unit, so this guy will... Chaos Champion will rotate 1 step forward.
Nice.
So the Fanatical Skull Fiend has his first and third corner. I deal 1 damage to myself, so I'll take a point of damage. On its second and fourth corner, it does damage to the opponent and has a last stand of 2 damage to your opponent.
Wow.
And then that's going to be the end of my turn. At the end of my turn, Particulus Climax does his effect.
Not good.
And I will go after Repugnant Plague Drone.
Oh, jeez.
So what this does is, on this second and third corner, I can either choose to heroic act damage or health, which would be 4 health or 4 damage. It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty brutal.
Pretty brutal.
Yes, sir.
So that is the. Hold on, I'll go ahead and shuffle real quick. Get a cut.
Thank you, sir. Very good.
That is my turn.
Okay, goes back to me. Am I going to play any cards? I think I need to play some cards because it's going to be pretty brutal next turn. So I think the best thing to do is, thank God I've got this one out, because I rarely get this one out. I've only got very few of those in the deck. Mystic Shield. Reduce damage received from highlighted units here. That's going to help me a little bit, but not a lot. And the next thing I would like to do, I'm going to... So you've got such a good deck. It's pretty nasty. I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
It's now you, sir.
Alright, so on my turn, I rotate, so my upkeep, I'm going to deal 2 damage.
I block the 2 damage.
Blocks,
You
so I take a point of damage.
Yeah.
So then you'll take 3 damage.
So I take 1, because I block.
And then this will rotate here. Let's see. Let's do, I'm going to heroic act.
Yes, sir.
So this will heroic act and deal 4 damage.
So I take 2.
So he takes 2.
Okay.
And then I will draw a card.
Okay, so it goes back to me. This rotates now, so on his next turn I only can lose 1 damage. I don't need to save myself for 1 damage, I mean. What am I going to play? It's a tough one, to be honest. The Razor Shell Leviathan was damage on corners 2 to corner 2 and 4 via heroic act. I've got this card and the off card in my hand to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that flips him here. I'm then gonna do the Jaws of Death ability, which can be only played by a champion that controls a beast. Take 5 points of damage.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I go over here.
26.
That's my 2 actions.
Alright. So on my turn, you'll take 2 points of damage.
So I take 1, and you take 1 point of damage.
And then
You rotate.
I'll take 1.
Take another 1.
And then this will rotate here.
Yes.
So what I will do is I will go ahead and do Blood Hunt here, which rotates this 1 step forward. Since
removes my card.
It removes a unit or spell or unit, and I gain 1 life. So
Nice.
I'll be back up to 25.
Well played, sir.
And then I will heroic act for 4 damage.
And I only take 3. 1, 2, 3 because of the Mystic Shield.
Yep.
Okay, well played. And that's it.
There we go.
So this gets removed. I no longer have a shield. I have 2 actions to play. I'll play the Razor Shell Harpoon Alopex, which makes him dormant. So flip him over, my good man. And for my second action, I'm going to play Warding Light, which on the 4th corner I get health and cause 4 damage. And that goes back to you.
Alright. So this will rotate out of phase, and this will rotate out. From here, I'm just going to draw 2.
Okay. So it goes to me. This rotates. You take 2 points of damage because I get +1 because of him being the Beastmaster he is.
Okay.
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Alright.
No, sorry. Just over here. There you go. Because I placed it. Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
I'll go ahead and place Slashing Screamer here.
Ooh.
So what it does is it does damage on its second, third corner. I do 1 damage to myself when it does the damage. I have a heroic act of 1 damage to myself. I can remove a highlighted unit.
Okay. Ouch. So basically, if any placed here, you can just remove it by causing 1 damage. That's a good card. Damn the Screamers. Damn it. So you got Zinch, you got Nurgle, you got Korn, you got all sorts of things at me here.
Yeah.
And I've just got my elves, my Deepkin elves. And you're going to draw
I
a
think
card?
from there, I'm going to... Unfortunately, I think I'm going to draw a card. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So it goes and it rotates. You take 4 points of damage.
Yep.
I also gain 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because of healing ward. Because I healed, I go 1 step here. 3 points of damage because I do +1 here as well.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Interesting. You put me into an interesting conundrum. I'm going to play an Achillean Barrier Guard. On its first corner, it stops 3 points of damage. On the second corner, it does damage. So I just move that there. That's my first action. For my second action, I am going to... I need to think about this really carefully. I'm going to deal 3 points of damage onto you. 3 of the piercing shot.
So, piercing shot?
Is a rend 3 damage, yeah.
Rend 3 damage, alright.
Okay.
Get me down to the kill zone.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm going to go ahead and upkeep.
Yeah.
And I'll deal 2.
I
I'll
block
deal
it.
1 to myself.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let's go ahead and heroic act for my first one. So I'll do a point to myself, go ahead and get rid of that unit.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that unit's gone. Fair enough.
And then I'm going to start hitting you hard.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Demonic Fury.
What's that?
So it rotates 1 step forward.
Yeah.
Can only be played by a demon champion, which he is.
Which is Skarbrand is, yeah.
Deal 2 to myself, puts me at 9. Puts me in Skarbrand's effect, now it takes effect. I'm going to deal 8 points of damage.
Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that hurts badly. Well played, sir. I like the way you played.
So that is my 2 things.
That was a good move. All right. It goes to me. I remove this, and I remove this. That basically comes back into play.
Yep.
I'm playing a Razor Shell Harpoon Apelex, which makes that dormant again.
Okay.
This triggers him, and I get Healing Storm, which, as from the beginning, goes back up by 3 hit points every turn, every corner. He gets to health. And I'm going to play Warding Light here, which again does 4 damage and 4 health on the last corner. Goes back to you, sir.
Alright, so on my turn, it's going to deal 3 damage to you, 1 to me.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, it's going to be close.
So what do I want to do here? So first off, I'm going to deal 4 damage. I'm going to remove this unit.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
So that's Reckless Abandon.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will do... So when I did that effect, I should have went forward.
Yeah.
I'll put this guy here.
Yeah, so 2 actions. So is he?
So he is the Blood Warrior Berserker, and he does damage on the 2nd and 3rd corner, and increases damage to your opponent from the highlighted units by 1. So here and here will increases damage.
So my turn. Move this here. Take 2 points of damage because it's +1 here. I gain 2 more health, so I go boom boom up to here, and then I will draw 2 cards.
Okay. So hopefully I can kill you this round.
Oh wow.
Okay, so on my upkeep, you'll take 1. Okay, I will first... Can I kill you? 2, 3, 4.
Can you do 12 points of 13 points of damage?
Oh man.
Just out, yeah.
Just 1 point out. That's hilarious.
Oh! The general's going to be on 1 point next turn.
Oh, it's so close.
Brutal game.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's all I can do.
Oh, geez, seriously.
Yeah, unfortunately.
This game is so tight and so close.
So I'm gonna have to do it. What the issue is? If you didn't
Have that.
that there.
Yeah, that would have saved my bacon, right?
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to... about the only thing I can do... I'm trying to see how I can live through this. So you're going to do 4 damage. And then... 7. So 7 total. So you're actually going to kill me. The only thing I can do is Nurgle's Rot. Well, actually, that rotated forward. So Nurgle's Rot's going to make him rotate 1 step forward and deal 4 damage. If this would have been a last stand, it would have been good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So he's going to take 4.
And have you got an 8-point damage card?
And then from here, actually, hold on. Ooh, depending on this blessing, we'll make the whole move. So I'm going to do Demonic Fury.
Okay.
Demonic Fury, what it does is deal 2 to myself.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do 8 damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to deal 8 damage.
Yep.
This card flips. Now, if this is the right card, I could win the game. I win the game. No, I don't. It's a heroic act.
Oh, unbelievable! Goes to my turn. 4 damage, 3 damage. That's it. It's game. Well played. The general holds. Right, so, dude, I 1 hit point left on this card. Oh, I gained 2 health. Goes up by 2, sorry. But I gained 4 health here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was brutal. So, guys, what a close game. I think I got some lucky cards. The next game, we may not be so close. But for the first battle, the Aelf Deepkin just managed to survive the demonic horde barely in a scratch. It could have been the head of the aspect of the sea, but Skarbrand is now in full route for a counter strike to basically come back and invade the Woodland Realms. What a close, brutal game. I am sweating with my beads here. I hope you enjoyed it. The next game will be on Patreon. Please get your friends to share and subscribe. Push all the buttons. Link below. Add your comments about this game. This was a tight game. 2 champions head to head. Let us know what your thoughts and comments are at. And we'll see you on the other side.
Yes.